Today, we're going to talk about the 3 things that you can do to have the singing breakthrough you have been dreaming of in 2025. Now, I have been where you are at. I have had a passion for singing. I've been singing since I was little. It was always a part of my life, but I felt like I couldn't get over the hurdles that I had. I couldn't get to the next level. There were issues, there were notes, there were songs that I loved and I wanted to share, but I just couldn't technically produce them. I couldn't get them to a point where they were wonderful and I wanted to share them. So, if you stick with me till the end, you're going to have 3 steps that if you actually implement them, you are going to get to that next level of singing that you have been dreaming of for years. Now, I understand that you may think, you know what? It's been too long. I've been trying too hard and I'm just never going to sing any better. This is just what it is. And I want to promise you that if you stay to the end of the video, you will have tools to get you to the next level. You need to stop thinking that this is as good as it's going to get because singing is a skill that you can develop. You already have the mechanism. You already have the instrument. You don't have to buy anything. You don't have to go out and get new strings or new valves or new anything. You have it all inside of you. If you can talk, you can sing. And so pay attention because I have 3 steps that you can take to help you get to the next level. Now, the first thing that you need to do to be able to sing better, to take that step toward your breakthrough, is to take stock of what you do well. I want you to sit down and either get a piece of paper out, a notebook. I want you to go into your practice area, whether it's your closet, your bathroom, a studio, an office, wherever. I want you to sit down and I want you to go through the reasons why you love to sing and the things that you do well. Do you already have good pitch? Do you have good rhythm? Do you harmonize well? If you've spent any time in a choir, you have developed skills of singing with others. Do you understand dynamics well? Do you read music? Are you an instrumentalist? Maybe you're not necessarily an instrumentalist, but you understand how to read music. All of these things are skills that are great for a singer. And you do these things well. So be proud of them and make sure that you are giving yourself credit for those things because you tend to take them for granted. We all tend to take them for granted. We say, oh, well, I have really good rhythm, but I tend to flat when I'm, in my higher register or whatever. So what? You tend to flat. Let's work on that. But focus on, be happy and be proud about the fact that you have good rhythm because not everybody has that. Not everybody has great pitch control. Maybe you memorize lyrics really well, or maybe you understand lyrics deeply and are able to communicate them. All of these things are aspects of singing that you already have under your belt. So you can check that box of, all right, I do these things well. I'm on the right track. I'm doing a good job. And I don't need to just discount those things. So first step, take stock, take account of what do you do well with singing? What do you enjoy about singing? And make sure that you celebrate those because those are all steps that you've already taken and maybe you can still continue to improve upon them, but you're already in the game. You're already doing a great job. So give yourself credit for that. The next thing that you need to do, the second step is really the hardest step, but it can be fun once you implement it. And I don't even want to say it can be fun. I'm telling you, it will be fun. You will enjoy it. And that is to work at singing, to make it a priority. You have this passion. you have been maybe suppressing it a little bit because you think, again, I can't get any better. Maybe you've been just pushing it off to the side. It's not important. Well, you need to make the decision that yes, it is important. It has been tugging at your heart for how many years now? And you are going to make it a priority now. You are going to work, and work gets a bad rap. I say work, but you're going to spend time working toward this goal of getting better. And when you put that into your schedule, block off time, stick to it, even on those days when you really don't want to. When you continue to feed your passion, you're going to see that breakthrough that you have been longing for. And we know this to be the case for any task, right? When we were kids, we knew we had to get up, we had to go to school. We didn't want to go to school. And maybe after we got to school, we still didn't want to be there. Well, the good news is that music is different. Again, if you're still listening to this video, you have a passion for singing. And even on the days when you're like, oh, I'm tired, or I've got 700 other things that need to be done too, if you take the time and you say, okay, I'm gonna practice. I'm just gonna 5 minutes. I'm gonna get started 5 minutes. 5 minutes into the game, you're gonna find that you're enjoying it and it's feeding your soul. And now that you've made this a priority, you're doing more than work. You're doing more than play. While music is more than an enjoyable activity, you're feeding your soul. You're releasing endorphins, which are good for your mood. They enhance your mood. They're good for your body, the way that they help your body function. So when you are thinking about, oh, maybe this isn't important. Maybe it's not putting food on the table. Maybe it's not cleaning the house. It's not doing the laundry. It's not whatever. You're minimizing your music. There's a reason why you have this passion. And if you continue to make it a priority, you're going to see the emotional benefits. You're going to see the creative benefits. You may even see physical benefits as far as the way your body functions, because you're feeding your body the way it was meant to be fed, in a healthy and creative way. And that has repercussions, that has effects that take over more than just having a good time. It affects your body in a physical way too. So make singing a priority. Put it on your schedule, put effort into it. And even when it's hard, even when it seems mundane, even when you're tired, take that step, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and see what it turns into. Now, before I get into the third step for your singing breakthrough, I want you to know that all of these things are things that I have gone through, and I spent years refining and understanding how I can get to that next breakthrough and how I can help others get to that next singing breakthrough. And if you're interested in working further with me, you can check the description below and you can get more information about how to work on a regular basis and get that next step, get that clarity, get the understanding of how to use your voice so that you can continue to make great strides in singing well. So what you need to do on this third step is to determine what your next step is. And while that seems a little bit of a circular argument there, or circular logic, what it comes down to is you've determined what you do well. You've decided that this is a priority for yourself. Now, anytime that you want to achieve a goal and you want to do it in an efficient manner, you have to find someone who is further along in the journey to help guide you. Or we end up learning from the school of hard knocks. Maybe you've already been there. Lord knows I've been there. How many times? I'm just going to figure this out on my own. And while I have made progress, it's slow. So what you need to do is find someone who has been there and someone who has more knowledge than you. So maybe for you, for your financial situation, for your time commitment, finding some free resources is where you're at. And that's great. Go online, do some vocal exercises, and kind of figure out what works for you, what you like. Maybe you're going to determine a little bit more of what you do well and what you don't do well. Another really efficient step in getting a vocal breakthrough is finding a vocal coach or a vocal instructor. Now, you can get those one-on-one lessons, and you can get them in person in your local area. The great part about that is the human connection. The downside to one-on-one is maybe your local area doesn't have what you need. Maybe the teacher that you, or instructor or coach that is in the coaches that are in your area aren't necessarily personality-wise lined up with you, or genre or skills. There's different things. Finding a coach online is a great way to do it these days, because the world is your oyster. You can find anyone, you can find different price points, you can find different genres, you can find different personalities, and you really don't need to have you really don't need to have super expensive equipment. With a nice phone, with a nice computer, a decent microphone, under $100 is a great enhancement, but not necessary. But what you need to do is you need to find a vocal program that is going to guide you, that is going to direct you to your next step. But again, that third step that you need to do is to stop relying on your own skill sets. Because if you've been working for any amount of time, you've found that you don't know it all. And there's somebody out there who can help you, and who can help you get there efficiently, and who can help encourage you when you're struggling, when you're discouraged, and they can help celebrate with you when you do something really well. And if you have gone through these 3 steps, then doing something well is just around the corner. Your vocal breakthrough is coming soon. I am certainly one who works with people to get to their next vocal breakthrough, to help you understand how the voice works so that you can have complete control over what you want it to do. And again, if you're looking for more information on that, you can check out the description and get your next step on how we can work together. But I encourage you, if you have a passion for singing, get it going. Take these 3 steps and feed yourself so that you can feed others more fully, so that you can serve others more passionately. And I can't wait to see more of you in the coming year. Let's celebrate 2025 together. Take care.